It's your boy Kash. Mister, don't be surprised when you ask where Kash at. Back with another Money Shot Monday. This time, I got Amanda. We in Hawaii. This was before I moved to Texas. Yes, I'm still showing footage from Hawaii because I love it. Let's go. All right. Let's get into it. So, long story very short is I met Amanda a long time ago. I think it was around 2020 when I met her at a photography event. We met up, it was a lot of models, a lot of photographers. We was down in the Tampa area. I think she was kind of at the beginning of her modeling career. I was still, trying to figure out my photography as well. And just to see where she's at now, I mean, you can see her on New York Fashion. You can see her down in Miami Swim Week. Amazing model, dope friend. And so our paths happened to cross again because we have a similar friend out in Hawaii named Michael. If you don't know about his work, check him out. I will probably put the picture out. I'm gonna do something fun. I'm gonna put our first picture in there. You just let me know what you think about it when we took the picture in Tampa. So she came out to Hawaii, man. We killed this shoot. It was something that was inspired by her wardrobe that she brought out with her. So normally, me, I like to be the creator of all the things when I shoot, especially with collaboration shoots. So I bring the wardrobe, I kind of style the model, all these things. But Amanda came prepared, man. She had this amazing all white kind of business attire suit. And then she had this crystal chain link shirt thing that we kind of utilized. I think it was actually supposed to be like a skirt or something, but hey, we made it work. You can kind of see from some of the clips already, right? Okay, so on the note of having mutual friends, let me just put this little plug in here. Something I've learned throughout my photography career so far is this photography world is very small. As you can see, like we had a mutual friend, didn't even know we had a mutual friend, right? So as you kind of move up the tiers, you will understand that this person knows that person, that photographer knows this model, that model knows this photographer, the models talk, the photographers talk. So I would advise you, my Kash 2 cents in this video is to keep your name clean. Photographers, especially if you're a male photographer that photographs mostly female, swimwear, boudoir, any kind of like sexy stuff like that, man, keep your name clean. Like that is my advice to you. That is how to have longevity in this game and to honestly stop ruining and muddying the waters for the rest of us photographers that are men photographers that do mostly female shoots. Thank you. Kash 2 cents. All right, so let's get back to the shoot. This shoot was about elegance in the ocean. I think she called it the beach editorial, which is kind of a nice little ring to it, right? Maybe I should just start doing more of these. So I will say, some things we had to look out for, and just as a photographer, from a photographer's point of view with this, is when you're shooting white and on white sand and you're shooting it in bright light, to just make sure your highlights are not blown out. So for these shots, I tend to have shot them a little like underexposed in certain scenarios. I remember on that day the sun was kind of moving in and out. So we were going from kind of an overcast to more of a sunny vibe. It was probably around like 4 o'clock when we shot this, so not like sunset just yet, but a softer sunlight, and you can kind of see it in the variations of shots. Some of them are more just even in the lighting, and some of them have a little more contrast because the sun was out. whenever you shoot anything that has like glimmer or shine to it, you want to shoot it in direct sunlight. The direct sunlight, when it hits it, is going to really make all of that glimmer or sparkles or the crystals, it makes it shine. Because otherwise, if you just shoot it in the shade, you're not going to get that lust, that vibrantness that you're looking for, and to be able to see all the spectrums of colors and the crystals and stuff like that. As you can see here, this is me showing Amanda a pose, and she's going to definitely do it better than me. I don't know. Who do you think did it better? All right, so as usual, I had my normal setup, my Canon R6, my 24-70 2.8, had my GoPro, doing behind the scenes stuff with that, just set it up and leave it. I don't even have to think about it. Best decision ever. And I had my gimbal with me, my RS3 Mini, so we can get some kind of steady shots. You'll see the steady shots throughout the clips. Okay, so I kind of had a cheat code because Amanda was already an amazing model. She's very fluent with her posing, and it worked well because it was kind of windy that day, and because we had this flowy outfit on and her hair and things like that, we allowed her to flow through her poses freely. Just to kind of go with the wind, do not fight the wind. That's always my biggest thing with the models. It's like, hey, yeah, we're trying to get the best lighting, but sometimes the wind is more of a priority, because if you have the best lighting, but all their hair is across their face, then is not a great shot, right? So sometimes we have to cater to the wind, we have to cater to the elements, especially if you are a photographer that likes to shoot outdoors. We got to make it happen, right? But that's part of the challenge. That's part of the excitement of the challenge in shooting outdoors with no equipment. You know, it's just you, your camera, and the model. So I love that. Hey man, thank you guys for checking out another Money Shot Monday. Just to kind of summarize everything up, man, I really enjoyed this shoot because number one, I had an amazing model. The wardrobe with the contrast of the rocks and the ocean versus what she had on that day was amazing. Everything just came in and just merged all together. I always pretty much have the same equipment, right? So I'm always shooting with my Canon R6, but per my last video, I am thinking about getting something different. Kind of leaning towards the Nikon Z6 still. Nobody has kind of persuaded me otherwise, so you might be seeing a new camera body soon. We'll see. But I think my shooting style will probably be the same because I just like to also capture some of the background. When I first started shooting, yeah, bokeh was everything, right? Blowing out the background. I had the fast lenses, the 1.4s, 1.8s, stuff like that. But as I kind of have matured in my photography career, I kind of have like the sweet spot of 3.5, so I can kind of like capture some of the background and stuff like that. So as you see, most of my shots were kind of in between those ranges. Like I said earlier, when you're outside, you're shooting white, it's bright outside, just make sure you're not overexposing your highlights. I would just shoot a stop down and then come back and bring up everything in post. That's always a good way to kind of handle those things. And allowing your model to just kind of free pose, especially if you're dealing with the wind, you're dealing with waves, you're dealing with all this other stuff, because trying to just hold a pose sometimes with all the elements going is going to be really hard. So if you have a decent model, or if you can at least instructor of natural movements, just kind of maybe starting with the hair, kind of running the fingers down through the hair, doing things like that are more natural movements that work with the elements, that's your sweet spot. And another just kind of key note and why I love my 24-70 is because I get a wide range of shots. I can shoot tight shots, I can zoom all the way in to 70 millimeter, or I can pull all the way out to 24, capture more of the environment. It gives you a variety of shots during your shoot, so you're not just kind of like more so locked in. You don't even have to move, you know, like from the same standing position, sitting position, I can get 3, 4, 5 different shots and they're all gonna look differently because I can change my focal length instead of having to move back and forth. Yes, you do get, you know, benefits from having the fast lenses, the 1.2s, the 1.4s. I love them as well. But this is just kind of my sweet spot. If you in a budget and you're just trying to find that all-around lens, 24-70 where it's at. I promise you, you can't go wrong. 24-70. Hey man, so I just want to say thank you to all of you guys for continuing to support me. I am trying, and hey man, this is 2 months in a row to be more and more consistent, right? So we're gonna try to push Money Shot Monday, first Monday of every month, until I can kind of get this thing rolling, and then maybe we'll try every other Monday. Who knows, maybe every Monday. But for right now, I just want to say thank you for everybody that's kind of tapping in with me, that's supporting, that's subscribing, that's liking, that's sharing, that's commenting, because all of that helps, right? Thank you, and I will see you next month for another Money Shot Monday.